Good morning, students. So our new topic is Ulysses at a poetry, which is written by Alfred Tennyson. Okay, so this poem tells us about how in a certain period of our age, what do we feel, what do we have conquered, and what are the achievements we have, and still is there any leftover in our life which we have not fulfilled. So this is a lesson about a king, Ulysses. Okay, so spelling is Ulysses. Okay, you have to spell separately. U is spelled separately, Ulysses. Okay, so let me see about the author. It's written by Alfred Tennyson. Okay, so he had been born in 1809 and died in 1992. So he is known as a poet laureate. Poet laureate means in a king's court, the person who perform as a poet, that person is known as a poet laureate. Okay, so he was a poet laureate in the United Kingdom for much of in Victorian period. Victorian period means where the Victoria Queen had ruled, though that period is known as a Victorian period. In her period, he has served as a poet laureate. Okay, so as we see that in the Telugu, Nannaya, Tikkana, they served as a poet laureate in the King's Court. Okay, so he is also served as a poet laureate in the Victorian period. So he authorized lyric poems such as The Charge of the Light Brigade, Break, 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 Tears, Idle Tears, and The Lady of Shalott, and the longer works in the Memoriam and Idylls of the King. So he had been served as a much in the in Memoriam and Idylls of the King. Okay, so he's a master in the rhythm while writing the lyrics of the poem. Okay, and is a rich of descriptive imaginary. His poems makes us to think imaginary. Descriptive imaginary. Descriptive means certain. What we descriptive means exactly imaginary. So Tennyson wrote in a variety of poetical style. So he have written in a very variety of poetic style. So no one had adopted his style till now. There are still further researches are going on his poetic style. Okay, and on a wide range of subject matter. So he had been used wide range of subject matter means how expert he is in subject. So we can see in his poetic style. Okay, he has remained popular to these days. So till now he was belong to 19th century. Now we are in 21st century means 200 years we are still remembering him. Okay, his works are frequently anthologized and lines from his poems are often quoted. So whatever his works were there are remembered a lot of times, and lines from his poems are often quoted. Quoted means like used as a quotations. Okay, like Abraham Lincoln, how he gave quotations, like coming into Vivekananda, how he gave quotations. So his poems, whatever the lines were there, they were quoted, means they are most important lines of his poem. So let me see about this poem. So is there something that you love to do? What you are willing to do? So in certain period of time, we love to do something and something will left over. We love to do something and what happened? The time makes us not to complete such type of works which we love. Okay, how would you feel if you were unable to do it? So just now I said you when the time passes, when certain period passes, so we'll be just worrying about we have left something which we love to do. Okay, so time does not come back. So whatever the time it is, we have to utilize it. Okay, what do you think it means to live a life of purpose? So here, life of purpose. Without a life of purpose, all human beings are nothing but a zero. Okay, we have to make our life as a purposeful. Without purposeful, our life is like just animal. Okay, so where do we give birth and we are going to pass certain age and we die. So what is the use of our life? So you have to utilize our life for something purpose. Okay, so is there a long-term goals that you wish to achieve? So we certain people have long-term goals. Okay, till the end of their life they just go on doing it till they achieve. Again they are starving. Coming into the Abdul Kalam, still he died. He was working as a scientist in ISRO. Okay, so that type of, we can take the example of long-term goals of him. So many sports person are there till they get retirement, they just go on work, and coming into after the retirement, what they do, they serve for the nation as a coach. So that are called the long-term goals. Okay, So here is the story about Ulysses, a king who had been passed his life, and after certain period of life, so what he have gained, what his life had been, so he was just thinking of, okay, he became a old age, okay, so he is going through his old age, so he is living in a house with his wife. So certain period of time where we see our grandparents and coming into old age people, they just think about the past, what they have achieved, what they have done, so everything they'll be recalling all those, like a memories we can say, or coming into some failures also we can say. Okay, so here is a story about a Ulysses who had been achieved a lot, but he's feeling that something he have left in his life, so he have to complete that. Okay, so these are called the long-term goals. Okay, students, in the another topic, I'm going to discuss a poem to you. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.